We're just a couple miles offshore. You see we've got some thunderstorms over there and some clouds that look like they may form into some thunderstorms. So I'm gonna stick in a little closer and we're gonna actually kind of troll a little bit. We've got the Mexico Beach Artificial Reef Association Kingfish tournament coming up in a couple weekends, and I'm gonna be fishing with some fellow YouTubers, Chris from The Real Shepherd and Colby from Panhandle Slam Outdoors. So what I'm gonna do is just kind of maybe try to see if we can find out where those kingfish are and see if we can kind of identify some areas for that tournament. On this rod over here, I've got a Rapala X-Wrap. Now this could very well grab some bonita or Spanish, that kind of thing. It's really good for those guys. So we're gonna get that out, and that doesn't sink very far. And then on this other side, I'm gonna be putting a dead cigar minnow on this teaser with a weight. How I like to set these out, I just leave it on free spool but put the clicker on. And that clicker provides just a little bit of resistance so it doesn't backlash. And once I kind of put it into gear and start to speed up, it's gonna start to take it out. All right, so we're good to go. Yep, see, hear them going out. So I'm gonna try to get it probably so it's just past our prop wash there. So that's probably good there. And then what I do is I just back off my drag just until it starts to pull it out, and then I'll tighten it back up just a little bit. All right, so I'm gonna go somewhere around 6 knots. That'll be good for the X-Wrap as well as not too fast for that cigar minnow. All right, oh man, we got 2 here. Oh wow. Did this one get off? I think that one got off, but let's check this one out. All right. Oh yeah, man, we got something nice here. I left my boat. Let me go ahead and slow it down just a little bit. He's taking out a lot of drag. I want to leave it in gear just a little bit because I don't want it to get tangled up in this other rig of, oh man, I hope he didn't get off. Maybe he's just swimming at me. But yeah, we had both rods going off. Doesn't look like he stayed on that one over there. This guy either got off or he's swimming at me. No, he's still here. He's still here. Yep, he's still here, definitely. I may kind of take it out of gear in just a second. Once I know this line is kind of free of that one over there, I just don't want to put any more pressure on this fish than we already have. So these guys are in season, king mackerel that is, as well as Spanish mackerel. King mackerel have to be 24 inches. It's kind of seeming like what it is. Real hopeful about that. And this is on the cigar minnow. Yeah, what do we got? It is a Spanish or a king. Can't tell yet what. I'm not 100% sure. Oh, there's another one with it. What was that? Oh no, he's bleeding. That's his blood. Oh, it is a bonita. Dang it, man. I thought for sure we had a Spanish or a king. Well, let's get this dude in. All right, a nice one. All right, I'm gonna not put him on the deck if I can help it. Get him in the box. Let him bleed in there. All right, well, I'm gonna keep him. We may use him for bait later on or for chum or something. When you catch these guys that bleed like this, bonita, Spanish mackerel, king mackerel, anything really, once you get this stuff on your boat, go ahead and get it off as fast as you can. It's just gonna make cleaning up at the end of the day a whole lot easier. All right, we got him. Yeah, oh yeah, he's definitely here, definitely here. I had just gone over top of a reef and we're showing a lot of good marks there. So I'm not surprised we got something here. All right, so we're in gear still just a little bit. All right, and I'm gonna try to get this clicker off. There we go. Now this is on that cigar minnow again. We've had one bonita on this so far, and I got a hit a while back. I just didn't get him hooked. And we had one hook up on the Rapala on that very first fish, but he came off. Let's see what we've got here. Another bonita. It's so hard to tell if it's a bonita or mackerel. Oh, we did get tangled up. That's a bummer. It is a bonita. Okay. Let's see if we can, before we get the fish in, maybe get out of this other line real quick. Let's go ahead and throw this dude in the box just in case we wind up using them later. All right, so we're headed to a new reef, and I see something working the surface, and I've got this spro jig set up. This spro jig is not very heavy, so I'm not getting it very far. I need to go put on a heavier one real quick, or either get closer to them. Oh, got him. Nope, he didn't get hooked. He was there though. Here he is, got him. Got him. So I wound up just kind of moving a little closer to him. I think I lost my heavier spro jig the other day with an amberjack. I'd rather kind of get him on this smaller one if we can anyway. What is this? Oh, a little tiny Spanish. Check him out. All right. Well, he'd be a keeper. I'm not gonna keep him right now. May keep him in a little bit, but could use them for bait or something, you know, if they're legal. But kind of fun to catch. Just got to work real fast with this little spro jig. Well, that's kind of good news. We're getting some sort of mackerel. We kind of struck out trolling for them, but we know they're here. We got some birds diving for them. Would like to grab a king. That would be nice. All right, so we stopped on our reef. I don't see any Spanish. I did throw that spro jig out to see if I could catch any, but I couldn't. Then I saw some things on the bottom as well, so I tried a squid Trex on the bottom of my slow pitch setup. Didn't get anything there. So I am seeing some things on the bottom, and we're right on top of this reef. So I've got this small chicken rig set up from the other day, and I cut up some of that bonita, and I'm just gonna drop this down. These are like 3/0 circle hooks, a 40-pound mono setup, just to see what's down there. Nothing's really looking that big. It's kind of the first part, getting to the mid part of July, and it's been real hot, and imagine these bigger fish are offshore, and we've been catching some amberjacks and some nice snapper out there. But with these thunderstorms, I'm kind of hesitant to go too far just now. I'm not really sure we want to be doing that right now. Okay, got him. I don't know what this is. It's not anything that big. Like I said, these are really small hooks and pretty small pieces of bonita. Imagine it's a trigger fish. Would be nice to get a keeper one of those. We haven't gotten one of those in a while. I don't think this feels like a keeper. If it is a trigger fish, let's see. Here's some color. It is a trigger fish. No, he's not a keeper. Well, I'm seeing a little bit of marks down there. Like I said, they're almost about halfway up, and that's probably big schools of this trigger. All right, let's get you back, little trigger. The way you want to hook this bonita is from the meat side to the skin side. You can just kind of get that hook worked on there a lot better. Now this skin is tough. When I have pieces of bonita on here like this that I have to get off because we're moving or it's just kind of torn up, I have to use, oh look, there's a trigger. I have to use a pair of pliers to hold them. Oh, that's a nice one. Or is that a remora? No, that's a trigger. Oh, that's a nice, those are nice triggers right there. There he is. Oh, got him. All right. So I was right, those were triggerfish schools at the surface. Oh yeah, I don't know if he's a keeper, but he's nicer than that one we just got. Wow. That's so cool. I love this kind of sight fishing stuff. 75 feet of water. Is that what we're in? No, we're in 81 feet of water and we're sight fishing. Now, this guy's not going to be 15. We'll check him out just to be sure, but he's probably 13 and a half, maybe 14 if he's lucky. Let's see. And he, yeah, well, he's 14, a little over 14. So we're getting close. So what I'm gonna do, I've got a lot of this bonita. I've still got a whole bonita left, and I'm still just working on half of a fillet from that first one. So I'm gonna cut this guy up and kind of use them as chum, as well as small pieces for my chicken rig, and see if we can bring some of those bigger ones up. Maybe even some snapper or mangrove will come up. So what I think I'm gonna do, since I want the skin for my rig over there to put on the hooks, I don't need this meat this thick. That's not gonna work with those little hooks. So I'm gonna try to cut kind of a layer of this meat off. That's what I'll use as chum, and I'll use this part with the skin on it for my bait. Okay, here we go again. Oh, this feels closer to like the one we had just a minute ago, but you can almost tell it's a trigger. See that rod just goes bap, bap, bap. He's just kind of, see that, look at that. He's just kind of spinning around with his body flat to us and just working that tail. Yeah, he's putting on a decent fight. Let's see how he's got his side to us. It just does those little circles. Now these are decent ones. And if you've watched my channel, you know I love eating these guys. These are one of my favorite fish to eat. That's kind of why I throw those Spanish mackerel back. I don't know, to me with those Spanish mackerel, when I clean them and you cut that bloodline out, you're really not left with much meat left unless you get some big ones. Now that's a different story. So we tend to just kind of fry those Spanish mackerel. Now these guys don't have a lot of meat on them either, because most of this is head and guts and kind of thing. Really, this meat is really contained to about right here. But you know, this is not a keeper anyway. So once you get a nice one, so they're holding it about 14 inches. So I was able to get some live bait, and I've got this tomtate here. I'm gonna go ahead and throw him out on the free line. Steve and I kind of paused and had some lunch. We're still at that same reef. I can kind of barely see shore, so we're not that far off. But I'm seeing some, I don't know, maybe some better marks a little ways down from the surface. So maybe we've got some snapper out there. We'll throw that out there and see anyway, just since we've got them, and just to try something a little different. And while we got that tomtate sitting out there on the free line, I've got a pinfish, and I'm going to send him down on this knocker rig, see if maybe we can grab something on the bottom. Oh man, we got him off the bat. Oh, we got him right off the bat. Oh man, I hope there's no sharks down there. Yes, this was just, I dropped it and he was here. I could kind of feel him kind of taking it out. Man, I just hope we don't get bitten by something else, because this is nice. This is a nice one. Oh man, let's go ahead, get the drag set. Oh man, what have we got? Oh geez. Wow. Something really nice, or a shark. That would be my guess. Going up under the boat and everything. So I've got 60-pound mono on here. Not the biggest, heaviest leader for what we're doing here. All right, I'm gonna put it in low gear and just winch this dude in. I'm gonna not mess around here and let him fight and all that kind of stuff. if I can help it. Now, I don't think this is a shark. I really don't think this is a shark. Here's some color. It's just not big enough to be a shark, and we're tiring them out. Hopefully it's a snapper. What is it? What is it? Oh, it's a big AJ. Man, a big AJ. See if we can get him in. Oh man, I burnt my hand. Dang, man. That's a big dude. And he ate that pinfish with, I don't even think that pinfish even really got to the bottom before this dude had it. Well, he would probably be a keeper at 34 inches, but he's not in season. Boy, I just pulled a muscle in my arm pulling that dude out of the water. I can't gaff him because I can't keep him. I don't have a net. I could have grabbed him by the gills like I do sometimes, but if you saw my last video, you saw I got beat down by these guys, and I never got any in, but I'm sure they were bigger than this one. But let's see what it measures out to be. Yeah, so this dude's only, no, he wouldn't be a keeper. As big as this dude is, he's still not a keeper. Imagine that. Imagine that. And he is 18 pounds. Yeah, about 18 pounds. All right, amberjack, let's get him back while he's still lively. Just make sure he's ready to go. He'll definitely dart out of my hand when he's ready. There he goes. Wow. How are y'all doing?
Terrible.
I don't know, it's tough. It's been tough fishing the past couple weeks. It really has. Once it got real hot.
Well, we did catch a sailfish.
You did?
Yes. Yeah.
No way. That's not terrible.
It's about five or 6 feet long.
You just said you did terrible.
Yeah, we did.
I've never caught a sailfish out here.
Send you a picture.
Yeah, please do. How'd you catch them? Trolling?
No, I got him. I got him on the cigar minnow, right off the back of the boat, Carolina Reef.
Better to be lucky, right? Y'all take it easy. Well, that was cool. That was Scotty. I met him this morning at the ramp. He's a subscriber of the channel, and I certainly appreciate it. But I don't know if you heard him say he caught a sailfish, about a 5-foot sailfish out here today, just on a Carolina rig with a cigar minnow. Crazy. That's something I've never caught out here. I've caught marlin and that kind of thing, but it was down in the Keys, but not around here. So, man, he's feeling pretty good. But anyway, Steven and I are going to go ahead and kind of change reefs. It's kind of died here, and I'm really not wanting to get any more amberjack. I was kind of enjoying that light tackle trigger fishing. So we'll see if we can find another reef, and we'll see you there. All right, well, we got him. I went to this small chicken rig again. I put on a little bit bigger hooks with this cut piece of bonita, just like I was using earlier. And we got something kind of tiny over here. Maybe we got a tomtate and we could throw that back out there. Oh, a triggerfish. Just a smaller triggerfish. Now earlier, before we kind of started doing something different, I was kind of thinking we were going to get a keeper trigger, but we kind of stopped doing that. They kind of died out, and we ended up having lunch and that kind of thing. I never really kind of came back to it. So these hooks I put on, these are, I think, about 4/0 circle hooks, kind of on the small side, but a little thicker. Those kind of 3/0 thin wire ones I was using earlier were getting bent a lot. Really would like to, you know, try to get a bigger fish, so I'm hoping with bigger chunks of bait, which I need bigger hooks to do that with, will kind of entice something bigger. All right, let me show you this. Let's see if they'll stop it. So this is a 6-ounce sinker, and I'm letting this go as fast as I can, and they've been stopping it. Watch my reel here. Look at that. So they stop it They're just kind of grabbing at it. Look at that. See, they stopped it. We're not even on the bottom. Totally just stopped it. Let's see if we can get them there. Oh yeah, we got them. Oh man, okay, good. There we go. This might be a nice one. We'll see. Sometimes I think those bigger ones do kind of hang up in the water column a little bit. So hard to tell sometimes. Oh, I think he is bigger. I think he is bigger, but I highly doubt he's 15, but we'll certainly measure him to see. All right, well, let's see what he is. He is not 15. He's 14 and a half or so, but getting bigger. We could do that all afternoon, but it's coming up on 5:30 and we need to go ahead and get on home. But it was kind of nice today to primarily pull up those trigger fish and kind of take a break from those big old amberjack that we've been getting the last couple trips. But if you enjoyed this video, give me a what, Steven? A thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss my future videos. So until next time, hope to see you on another episode of Forgotten Coast Fishing.